Okay, so my name is Ashley. I'm doing this one solo. Run solo. Okay, this is done. Alright, so the first article is the Carrying Classroom's Academic Edge. I really enjoyed this one because it talked about eliminating the stress and the competition between the students and connecting them almost like a family. I loved how she said that, that you have to really just take off all that competition so that the kids are working together, not fighting each other who can turn the paper in first, but working together as a team. The article was talking about how it took almost 5 years for this mindset to even get into the school and to be put into the classrooms, which I think is crazy because I'm not in the classroom yet, so I don't know exactly how the students react to each other, but I know from my past experiences, I was always in competition. Could I get my paper in this slot before the other kids? And so I think it's good to get that out. I also think it's extremely important, like the article said, to know your different social and ethnical kids. I mean, like, if you have one kid that's up here and one kid that's down here just because of where they are socially or where they are ethnically, that you combine the people that are similar, but you can also put in somebody that's not similar so that you work together and you create a family. So it's not just this group, and it's not just this group, but it's everybody together. What else? I think also the article talked about challenging material, not just giving them a couple easy problems, but giving them stuff that it's going to take them a while. Use their little minds, get the gears rolling, and really start to understand, so now they're not just relying on, oh yeah, I can do 2 + 2 or 2 times 2 or, getting it all done, but they can go, okay, I need your help, and so they go to that person and say, let's work together, let's get in a team. We're no longer about me, but about us. So, article number 1, done. Number 2. I could do it in Vietnamese, but I won't. Okay, it's called 7 Strategies. The 7 Strategies one. I love this article because I think, even though it was written back in the day, I think it is still very effective for even this time period. First off, build trust. If your kids can't trust you, they're not going to do well in your classroom. I had a teacher I could not trust, and it was just like my grades fell and they plummeted, and it was just like it wasn't going to be good enough. I think some of the stuff also is like the culturally literate part. I think it is extremely important because I personally want to teach in Peru when I graduate, and so I'm going to have to know the Peruvian culture way more than I know the American culture. Or, I also want to teach inner city Dallas, which is mostly black kids. I'm going to have to know their culture. I'm a white female. They're not going to trust me like that, so I'm going to have to go to their culture and experience it, and that means going to their schools, going to their games, going to their churches, especially meeting their families and being involved. I can't just say, okay, here's my crap, here you go, but instead I have to say, okay, let me have your stuff. I'm going to adjust my life to you so that you can learn. I think in that article it was evident that is so important. You can't just rely on what you know. You have to know where your kids come from, what they do, what's different about their culture compared to yours. Some other stuff is effective feedback. Kids thrive on that. It talked about how a kid needs that information, needs that positive reinforcement, even if it's you didn't do this right. Let me teach you how to do it better. And then the other part I really liked about this article was the positive homeschool relationships. I think it is important to know your parents and get your parents involved. And if it's not parents, grandparents. If it's not grandparents, aunt, uncles. Get the family involved in the classroom, whether it be at home or if they actually come volunteer in the classroom, get them involved, because it is imperative for the learning process. A child's going to learn so much more if you have the parents and the family involved, and they'll grow. If my parents weren't involved in my education, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today. They helped me and they supported me, and I think that's important. Even if you have kids that their parents aren't the smartest, get them involved, and as long as they're involved, the kid's going to grow more and be more effective in life. And then the last article is the letter to Stacy. At first I didn't understand why I put it in here, but then it made sense that this grandma's talking to this 18-month-old girl who does have aspirations, and even though she's 18 months, I guarantee you she's picking a book up because she enjoys listening to a story. She's picking up a pencil because she enjoys it. You know, she might be only 18 months, but I guarantee you there's something working in that little brain that really wants to strive. And you know, her grandma sees that, and she wants her granddaughter to go and do big things, learn different cultures, learn different languages. You know, be all she can be, and keep this love for reading and writing. And in today's world, you have to love to read and write because that's all you do. I mean, you can't drive down the street and not read. You can't, you know, go to a store without reading. You know, it's so imperative in life. So the fact that this 18-month-old little baby loves this stuff, her grandma sees that and sees the potential she has for the rest of her life. And I think it's important for even us, as you know, even if we don't have kids, or if you do have kids, to really encourage your children. Hey, we're going to read a book instead of going to play with our Barbies, or we're going to read our book instead of going to play some video games. Let's write a story. Let's really get into words, and I think that's important. And I'm glad this grandma saw that in an 18-month-old. And you know, my goal is when I start having children is to do the same thing, is to see my children for more than just a baby, but see their potential in their whole life. So that's my vlog. Have a great day. Bye.